Ever since Thanos snapped half the universe out of existence, we've been anxiously awaiting the next films from Marvel, and we cannot wait to meet Captain Marvel herself. Here are 10 things we bet you didn't know about Brie Larson, the actress who plays the newest superhero.
Noble warrior heroes.
Besties. Sometimes we wish we could just be best friends with Brie Larson, but that job is already taken. Brie is actually best friends with another famous actress. She met Shailene Woodley on the set of The Spectacular Now. You probably recognize Shailene from the Divergent films. Apparently, when the two actresses met, they had an instant connection. We've had some friends like that. Brie was even over at Shailene's place for dinner when Brie got the call about starring in Short Term 12. It's so awesome to share important events like that with your BFFs. Brie has several other great girlfriends in Hollywood. She is close to Jennifer Lawrence. All three of those actresses play awesome fighting heroes. She's also good friends with comedian Amy Schumer and actress Emma Stone. She had said some really nice things about Emma in interviews. She thinks it's great that Emma is never afraid to be herself. We just love seeing strong, successful women supporting each other. It's extra awesome that Brie has these great besties now. She has said that she had a hard time fitting in when she was in school. We're so glad she has a close squad these days. Who are your best friends? Tell us about them in the comment section below. Cool hobbies. Brie is one busy actress. She has 4 movies coming out in 2019. Wow, that's a lot. But she still manages to make time for her hobbies, and she has some really interesting ones. One of her main hobbies is typography. That's the art form of designing fonts and arranging them to look amazing. How cool is that? Brie also loves video games. She's a big fan of Super Mario Bros. Girl, same. She also really loves the Metroid game series. She has said she would love to play their lead character if the games are ever adapted into a movie. What else does Brie like to do in her free time? Well, she's always down for some karaoke. Her go-to karaoke song is Burn by Usher. Do you think Brie likes to go out and sing karaoke with Shailene and the gang?
That's a yes or no question.
Yes.
Girls' night. Brie also has one other really unique hobby. This one just proves that she's super smart. She's really into mycology. That is the study of, wait for it, fungus. Gross. But she thinks they're super interesting. We'll take your word for it, Brie. We wonder if that has anything to do with the Mushroom Kingdom from Super Mario Bros. Brie definitely has a wide variety of interests. Rock and roll love story. We know what it's like to crush on a rock star. We have probably all pinned a poster of a singer to our wall at some point. But Brie actually got to meet and fall in love with a rock star. Lucky. Brie began dating Alex Greenwald way back in 2013. Alex is the lead singer of the band Phantom Planet, and they were seriously goals. Alex escorted Brie to several award ceremonies. She thanked him in her acceptance speech at the Oscars. They got engaged back in 2016, and we thought they would last forever. But the wedding never came. Brie has been really busy after all, and they managed to keep the details of their relationship really private. That's no small task in Hollywood. Brie has called Alex her best friend in interviews. It's so important to think of your partner like that. Sadly, Brie and Alex have recently called off their engagement. The statement from their publicist said that they're taking a step back from being engaged, but they also said the two are still close. We hope it all works out for the best, no matter what they decide. Hold the meat, please. Have you ever looked at an animal and just thought they were too cute to eat? Well, so have lots of other people. Veganism is the type of vegetarianism that involves not eating any animal products. That means that you can't eat milk, cheese, eggs, and even honey. Brie Larson is one of many actresses who eats vegan. She does it for health reasons, but also because she cares a lot about animals.
Short answer, being vegan just makes you better than most people.
Bingo.
In fact, being vegan is one of the things that Brie and Shailene Woodley bonded over. They're both outspoken about animal cruelty. We aren't here to tell you what's right or wrong, but we do think it's great that Brie can stand up for her beliefs. Stage name. Brie Larson has one of those names that is easy to remember but also unique. But did you know that Brie Larson is not her real name? She chose an easier name to pronounce and remember. Her real name is Brianne Sidonie Dessaigneurs. That's a mouthful. It's a French name and most of her fans don't speak French. Brie is short for Brianne. Where did the name Larson come from? It turns out that there are 2 reasons that she chose the last name Larson. First, Larson was the maiden name of her maternal great-grandmother. That way she was able to keep a family name. The second reason is something way cuter. She told Jimmy Fallon on The Tonight Show that it had to do with a toy. Do you remember the American Girl dolls? Brie had one as a child. The doll she had was named Kirsten Larson. Kirsten Larson was one of the first historic American Girl dolls. She was the one who was a pioneer. Brie loved her Kirsten doll so much that she took her last name. Have you ever loved a toy that much? We think Brie picked an awesome stage name, and she had 2 really great reasons for choosing it. Finally out of PE. Sometimes school is great, sometimes it's just not. A lot of times we end up with a class that we don't enjoy, and we don't get along with every teacher. But have you ever disliked a class so much that you wrote a whole album about it? Brie Larson did. That's right, Brie is also a singer. She released her first album back in 2004 when she was just a teenager. And her album is about something very relatable. She hated her PE class. Your school might call it physical education or gym class. Brie has said her PE teacher made her miserable every day. We know PE is not everyone's favorite class, but this sounds terrible. Brie was so excited about finally being done with that class. She named her first album Finally Out of PE, and she dedicated it to her PE teacher. If you think that's cool, just wait till you hear what she did the next year. She got to go on tour with Jesse McCartney. He was such a teen heartthrob back then. Brie also got to sing in the movie Scott Pilgrim vs. the World. She played the rock star Envy Adams. She's got a really great voice, and she continues to sing occasionally. We wonder if she'll get to sing in any upcoming movies. Does Captain Marvel sing? That's not her only talent. Stay tuned to find out what else Brie Larson can do. Parlez-Vous Francais? We already told you that Brie's real name is Brianne Sidonie Dassagne. It's a super French name, and that's because Brie's family is French-Canadian. Brie's paternal grandparents were from Canada. Her mom's side of the family was based in California. Although Brie was born in Sacramento, California, she grew up speaking French. It's her first language. She learned English later as a child, but the older she got, the more English she spoke. She has said that her French skills have faded some, but her family still speaks it, and she's still fluent in both languages. Brie's parents were chiropractors who ran a practice together, but they divorced when she was young. She moved to Los Angeles with her mom and little sister. Brie started out homeschooled, but her parents recognized that she had a love for acting, and she was accepted into the American Conservatory for Theater at only 6 years old. Early star. Los Angeles is definitely the place to be if you want to start acting. Brie had several opportunities when she was young because she was so talented. Her first professional acting roles were sketches on The Tonight Show with Jay Leno. No, not him. That's Jimmy Fallon. Jay Leno ran the show for a long time, starting in the early 90s. After that, she got a few guest roles on television shows, followed by tiny roles in movies. But she moved up the ladder of success really fast. She got her first major role on the show Raising Dad in 2001. She was just 12 years old. Then she got a role on the Disney Channel original movie Right on Track. She continued to act while she was working on her album. She also got a major role on the TV show The United States of Tara. Then, Scott Pilgrim vs. the World was released when she was 20, and that launched her into success.
Basically, you can't win this fight, so you're gonna have to give up on this girl because Todd's gonna kill you.
Her roles became a lot bigger after that. Brie is only 29 at the time of this video, but she has been acting for over 2 decades. Can you believe it? Girl power. It's not always easy to be a woman in Hollywood, and Brie Larson is very outspoken about what women deal with in the entertainment industry. Brie Larson made waves when she presented Casey Affleck with his Oscar in 2016. The actor was the center of some major controversies about being really inappropriate with women. Brie handed him his Oscar, but she did not smile or clap. Many women applauded her for not condoning his behavior. She didn't make a huge deal about it, though. She said her actions speak for themselves. She handled her activism for women with total class. In 2017, she took her activism a step further. Brie had been associated with the nonprofit organization Cinefamily. This entertainment company showed movies at an old theater and raised funds for various humanitarian work. But then 2 of the board members were accused of the same type of things that Casey Affleck and many other men were. Brie stopped supporting Cinefamily. The organization has now shut down completely. She did not want to align herself with things that she did not believe in. We think it's awesome that Brie is so good about standing up for her beliefs. She also chooses to let her actions speak louder than words. You go, girl. Jane of all trades. It's clear that Brie Larson is one talented actress. She's won an Oscar after all, and she has also had major success as a musician, but Brie has done so much more. Brie actually considered quitting acting. The film industry can be really stressful. She was having trouble getting the role she wanted, so she tried her hand at some other options. But ultimately, she found her way back to acting, and we're so glad she did. And she does more than just act in movies. In 2017, she made her directorial debut with the movie Unicorn Store. The movie was shown at some film festivals, but it officially comes out in April of 2019. It's about a woman who gets a mysterious invitation to fulfill her childhood dreams. Brie also stars in it, along with her Marvel co-star Samuel L. Jackson. Brie has also written and directed 2 short films. Is there anything she can't do? We're so excited to see Brie as the superhero Captain Marvel. She's the first female superhero to get their own MCU movie, and we are pumped. See her in Captain Marvel and Avengers Endgame this spring. What's your favorite Marvel movie so far? Let us know in the comments below. And that's it for the 10 things we bet you didn't know about Brie Larson. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to hit that subscribe button for more awesome videos. See you next time.